Hey yo, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakah Kadash, and double to see apostles and elders, great Muslim, man. Well, man. And Shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. You know, so brothers in GMS London camp, and hey, just out here doing what they do, man. So grab what you guys ask.
This is Isaiah chapter 47 from the top. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah, that's it. And that virgin daughter, that's talking about America, because America's it's called the virgin because it's been untouched. Like, you know, they like to talk about Pearl Harbor, but that was an inside job, man. That was more of an inside job than 9/11. What do you call it? It's really been untouched, because where is the only time you ever seen war in America on their soil, other than like the Civil War, has been in a fucking movie, man. They ain't really been touched by nothing. That's why over there it's basically ripe for the picking, man. And that's a big part of the elite's plan, because America's that whore that they've used, and then like the grand fool that it goes through. That's gonna be like anyway, that's part of what they're planning before their new world, or before they set up their full new world order, man. That's why all these post-apocalyptic movies, you have America desolated, everything's in disrepair, and people just living in like leftover shells of bombed out fucking skyscrapers and that. But hey, man, that ain't even gonna be around after, man. Go on.
Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Yeah, sit on the ground, man. Because hey, right now, regardless of what anyone says, America is ruling the world right now, man. The spirit of America is over the whole world, man. Anywhere you go in the world, American military interests are being looked after. All over the globe, man. In fucking in the interiors of Africa, in the Middle East, in fucking Japan, man, in China, the South China Sea. You got fucking, why have you got American fucking submarines and all kinds of shit everywhere? These guys go where they will and do what they want.
I got a quick one. This is Revelation 17 and 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, multitudes, and nations and tongues.
Yeah, that's it. This whore sitting on all the hey man, America's that whore, and it's sitting on all these other nations, man. That's why everyone walking around. You go to goddamn in the middle of India, they're wearing a jeans and a t-shirt, and some trainers, some Nikes. Everywhere's got that American spirit. That's why everywhere you go, they've pushed this women's lib, homosexuality, all these different all these philosophies. They're pushed by America, man, by Hollywood.
Revelation 18 and 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth were waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, man.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, everyone's basically been built, making it big off America, man. You go into like any industry, one of the biggest consumers is America, man.
Oh, the biggest.
Yeah, the biggest. America
they
is.
import more than any nation on the planet.
Yeah, they literally single-handedly gave China their economy, man.
Yeah.
Like all them iPhones and Xboxes and TVs that America's buying, where they getting them from, man? A lot of the electronics are made in a lot of the electronics are made in China. Yeah. So that's why it's it's blown up. That's why it's making it, and that's all these nations have made money off that, man, making cake off it. Even the Middle East, all that oil. Who's one of the biggest buyers of oil, man? America. Even though they've got their own. Even though they've got VATs, they still all them big oil pipelines. That's how all that money got into the Middle East, man. Them 12 princes of Ishmael. That's how they got their cake off that as well. So everyone's eating off America, and that's why, hey, when America goes down, hey, they're gonna wail. Go on. Yeah, go.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied.
That's it. This so-called white man, he's basically, through America chiefly, that's why they're out everywhere, man. Because he's proud. He's going to go to someone else's country and say, no, your culture is incorrect. The correct culture is what I say. Yeah. This guy says he's bringing what? Democracy, freedom, democracy. truth, justice, and the American way. That's a complete lie. Because where's the democracy in what you call it? Libya?
Syria.
Man, we're going for Libya, even Syria. Yeah, the men are getting like blowing up hospitals. Where's the liberty in that?
Yeah.
Hey, it's all about the interests of the elites, man. That's all that's about. Go on, back in there. Oh, you want?
Yeah. Gabriel,
Well,
But,
leave
okay,
that.
okay.
Go back.
Back in Isaiah 47. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
That's it. And hey, America's not being called tender and delicate. That's what. Yeah, because all that good image that America had, really like the last time they had that was like the 50s or 60s, where everyone's like, you know, that white picket fence, the golden retriever, and you know the two kids, the son and the daughter, and the 3 cars in the driveway.
Labrador.
Yeah, the Labrador and the Dalmatian.
Yeah.
and a cat as well, and a goddamn hamster in you know running in a wheel.
You know,
Fucking aquarium, yeah.
aquarium.
That's all that bliss. That's not even like after the housing bubble, man. That completely deaded any. The thing is it was building up to it. That was still going on. But the only reason people were getting them houses was because, hey, it was subprime mortgages, man. The criminal mortgage, man.
Losing them houses.
You're making 16 grand a year, and man's giving you a fucking 300 grand mortgage.
hey, bro, you had something called a ninja loan, like no income. Like
Oh, never mind.
you actually could get a house without no income.
Yeah. They weren't. I don't even think they did checks. When it got to the point where they weren't even doing credit checks.
Yeah.
You could just come in and just get you got no income. You're on benefits.
You're like,
They ain't even cool, but what's it over there? Like fucking food stamps and shit.
Yeah, food
And
stamps.
they give
Section
you-
8.
Yeah, Section 8. And then you're still this like nice
some
8-bedroom house.
plush.
New build.
Sorry.
Go on.
You don't even have a
I was just
job.
going to say as well, since Russia today has been pushing its propaganda against America, because they're going back in this propaganda war, they've been revealing all the bullshit that's going on in America. Basically, they can't keep out that lie that, you know, golden paved city anymore, man. You know, and the prophets out on the highways and byways bringing out all this fucking bullshit that Esau's doing, man. You know, cursing out Babylon.
Yeah,
Nation being kingdom against kingdom.
Go.
Right. This is verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg.
Yeah, make bare the leg, man. That's all. Everyone's basically putting work in to expose in America. And one of the big things is 9/11, man. Because revealing a 9/11 was an inside job. That shit was a whole fucking social movement. Like before they had like the what's the word? The truthers movement, man. And preppers and all that shit. That was 9/11 was an inside job. That was a big thing people were pushing out. What's up, my man?
Just hearing the story.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that 9/11 being an inside job, that was one of the big things that started people thinking, okay, what are these elites about? That's when you started getting them freaky videos on YouTube with that scary, that demonic music.
Yeah. With Lopside Turner in the background.
Yeah, all they're talking about. Yes, you see the evil elites. There are plans against them. But hey, that's since the Apostles came out on YouTube, it's been blowing up. Everything's been blowing up, man. Because you had truthers coming out, like writing detailed books, detailing what these elites get down to. But hey, it's only like with really YouTube that's blown up all these things, all this truth getting out. Because it's like now for news. People ain't waiting on, like the Evening Standard might come, like when Stephen Hawking died, the fucking Metro in the morning didn't have shit on that. The Evening Standard did. But hey man, 5 a.m. in the fucking morning, you're getting a fucking a message online about that, man. And social media, you go on Twitter, you might not even check the news. You go on Twitter, they'll be saying, Stephen Hawking's this, Stephen. So you're hearing about news, like through social media, shit that happens before you ain't even hearing about it from a goddamn newspaper, man. So information's moving completely different. That's one of the reasons why Esau wants the internet dead.
Yeah.
Because that truth is coming out, man.
This is Psalms 64 and 8. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away.
Yeah, that's it. That own tongue, man. That's basically so-called white man's that all that propaganda and BS he's been doing is falling on itself, man. Because even with like this guy getting poisoned, this ex-Russian spy getting poisoned, that guy probably got flipped, and they were like, oh no. Just like I remember back in what was it? It's like 2006, 5, maybe it was 7 or 8, man. I don't know. But back when that guy was there, the picture of that guy that got fucking nuclear material, nuclear material, got fucking. I think they made him eat or some shit. That guy dropped dead in like 3 days, bro. Lost all his hair. He was just there, withering to death. Them Russians don't mess around, man. When them guys flip, they get them wiped out, man.
Remember that chick who was having a coffee, man, and it was ended because the spiked her drink with some radioactive material. What, 2007, 6?
Bro, them Russians that's how they get down, man.
They get down.
Hey, that's the thing is they, the Cold War, that shit was meant to have subsided, but you can see it's come back. In the Olympics, man, that was, imagine all that that fluff over the Olympics that Russians can't compete, this, that, doping, and now it's like, okay, they just had a guy straight up get murdered. Yeah, let me keep my phone. I'll put something. Just put that on the bag. Because they just had the guy get nabbed on or get wiped out on English soil, man. So that's how you know that World War III is heating up. The kettle's coming to a boil, man. That you can see the temperature, it's almost 100 degrees. Yeah, a little bit of steam coming out. You can hear the bubbles. It's that, and that's a beautiful thing because that means we're that much closer to getting out here, man.
Russia even came out this past week, man, that they had submarines go past the coast of the States undetected, man. And then an officer over there in the actual state said, look, man, their technology keeps increasing so much that we actually can't even track them no more. They can't track a submarine no more.
And those submarines, they got nukes on their submarines.
They got some long range, big boy things, bro.
So that's and the thing is if the risk gets that high, that's what America's going to be like. Yo, we got to strike these guys, man.
Yeah,
strike on Easter. Gone.
Right. Make bare. This is back in Isaiah 47 verse 2. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, that's it. And America's shame is being seen, man. Because a lot of things done historically in America, the truth's coming out. Even like Goodbye Uncle Tom. The reason it's funny because I was reading an article. It's like basically about how whenever people make a historical movie about like past wrongs that like America's done or Britain's done, they always have like the good white guy. It's like it's a thing where like all them movies they did, a lot of the movies they did like in the 90s, like about like the natives, about like the Last Mohican. They'll just have like the one white guy, the Last Samurai. The one, that nice white guy just there. It's like, okay, well, a lot of these Edomites were being pieces of shit. But, there was a few of them that were just like,
Black Panther, man.
Yeah, Black Panther, they said the one Edomite there, just there, just like blending off. But, the thing is when, like, Goodbye Uncle Tom didn't have that for shit.
Yeah.
Because even them, like, they were just dealing with the raw of this is what these guys were doing, man. And just going through all kinds of different. That's why no one liked that film. Edomites watching that, getting all hurt, like the guy last week, man. All kinds of upset because it's you come out, it's like Esau. Start talking about Esau. He starts going having a spastic fit, man. But that's Esau don't like having to deal with the wickedness he's done, man. I was gonna say, even in Goodbye Uncle Tom's, like the narrators, they're meant to be like Italian or Spanish. They're saying, oh, this is wrong, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But then when that young black thing came to throw the pussy, he's like, he's too big and black and dark, but you're good, you're soft. But like then he still hit that little black slave, man. That little black slave pussies. So what the fuck, man? They ain't no better, man. Gone.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
That's it, man. Hey, when Yahushua comes back, he's come back for vengeance. Because, last time Yahushua was on the scene 2,000 years ago, that wasn't his MO, man. His MO, he came about to finish his father's work, man. He came about his father's business. So it's like now, hey, and that required him to have to go out, do what he's doing, bring together the disciples, and raise man up in the spirit, and then go up on the cross. But hey, this when he returns this time, it's gonna be about wiping out this place, man.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's it, man. Hey, that wicked, and the wicked's been revealed, man. If you don't know the so-called white man's the devil, then hey, it's 2018, man. You're asleep at the wheel, because hey, it's coming out. You can just check the news. What's going on in Syria, man? Guys are getting blown up. They got like the migrant crisis that was created. That great migrant crisis. What was the cause of all that? That was because of all the war in the Middle East, man. Warmongering, and that's chiefly America. And that's basically laid. That crime is laid at the so-called white man's feet. All these European countries came together, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we cannot allow this dictator like Gaddafi's and the Mubaraks and Saddam's. But then all they've done is fuck up the country. And then so they had to send the CIA into South ISIS.
As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's you get them Edomites on the boards getting all upset, saying, "Nah, why are you waiting for the big spaceman in the sky to come save you?" Well, that's Esau's her. It's her. If it's just BS, why are you on the boards getting all upset? These guys are, they know. If the thing is they know, hey, if there's even an inkling of a chance that this is true, they're toast. Hey, because you look at the history of the so-called white man, it's like, what has he been doing, man? Because people get all upset, like, why would you come against these guys? What have they done? Well, look at history, man. You'll see the tab, man. America especially. Yeah.
Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Yeah, that's it, the Lady of Kingdoms, man. And that's what America is right now. It's basically exalted on that higher level, man. It's esteemed as better. These Americans, some of the stupidest people on the planet Earth, but they're walking around thinking they're more intelligent. They're better. Their country's like got the greatest, like they've got the greatest country in the world. That's completely lame, man. Because even infrastructure-wise, they're fucking one of the worst in the world.
There's a bridge that collapsed Tuesday.
Yeah, that fucking bridge. Yeah, I thought it was like 5-year-old bridge. That shit.
Huh?
Was it like 5 years old?
2 days.
Was it 2-day-old bridge?
2
Fucking
days.
no.
2 days, man.
It was a 2-day. Well, that shows how fucking. That's atrocious.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
That means that. Oh my god, gone.
Actually, company that played a part in it being built was a company headed by all chicks, all women. Yeah. And in 2 days it flopped, man.
So more. That's why you need more women in boardrooms, man.
Yeah, man.
Need more
on their
female
knees, man.
CEOs. Yeah, for real.
Sucking some cock in the boardrooms, man. That's supposed to be planning a bridge. Damn bridge was there for 2 days, man. And you got some guy in his whip, in his Audi.
Yeah.
Just
done.
Toast, man.
Hey, that's the spirit. That bridge is that's America, man. That's the spirit of America. Crumbling in decay,
950 tons, man.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Of concrete, just on top of your whip.
Yeah, you're done, man. You're done. That's being buried alive.
That's being buried alive. And I was thinking about it. You know what's torture? You probably have a guy who's kind of got a pocket of small space that he's not trampled under, but there's no way of getting.
Yeah. You got
dying darkness.
And sometimes the big guys have been preserved. In that, like, I think there was one earthquake in Mexico, where there was a guy that was like under. I think it might have been 2 weeks. There was like a youth that was under there for like 3-4 days or some shit. Yeah. So it's like the Lord can just have you there. You're just crushed under there. You can't eat shit, wasting away. Hey, the Lord's terrible, man. But hey, it was so what? Ain't gonna meet these, man. That's all that vengeance. coming for Esau, man. Coming for the so-called white man. Coming for America, man. Because America's that chief place that's done these things, kind of. Right, go on.
Amos chapter 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth.
That's it. The sinful kingdom. That's the kingdom we're in right now, man. That American, neo-European, that neo-Roman Empire, man. That new Roman Empire, man. That rebirth of the Roman Empire. Because that's what's going down now. This is the same thing. And Rome fell, man. You know, and the thing is as well, is like when you watch documentaries, they'll like say, they'll basically not make the differentiation between like the Edomite Roman Empire and like when Jake started taking it over. So it's like Rome, hey, once it got co-opted by Jake, hey, it's all kinds of fruit, man. Because that was the so-called white man's power system. So for him to get taken out, that's just like with like the Medo-Persian Empire, man, where the Persians took the thing over. But hey, Rome fell, just like Rome fell. Hey, this place is gonna go as well. That's just how it works. People get all upset about that, like, oh, how could America fall? Hey, man, that's because people don't study no goddamn history, man. Because of work, I was talking to some chick. She said she's studying history. I was like, bro, women study. I'm like, bro. Like, you look too good to be studying no history and even caring about it. It's like, yeah, it's boring. I'm gonna change it next year. I'm like, what the hell is the point of this uni system, man? You're meant to be raised up, educated on things. I'm like, no one's learning shit.
Yep.
God damn, making people so. It's like, okay, she don't know shit about history, but she has a fucking PhD in fellatio, man, I'm sure.
Shit, a master, man.
Both.
Yeah, God damn it, yeah. A doctorate as well, man. Yeah.
All of that, man.
They're all just like, okay, so now this is how you cut the ball set.
Peer-reviewed studies.
Yeah. Make sure you use adequate amount of moisture. God.
Verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Say it again, sir.
I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy.
Yeah, that's it. That's talking about the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. Because they've been given into the so-called white man's hand, and what's become of that, man? Hey, the so-called white man's been destroying our people like non-stop, man. All kinds of, man, from the days of hardcore bondage till now, man. Hey, our people are still getting messed up. Hey, Jake don't know what's going on. You got Jakes in 2018. They're still thinking they're just black. That's why they had fucking what Black Panther's gonna come out. And niggas like, yo, Wakanda. I was listening to that fucking tune, man. The one where at the beginning they go Wakanda. I was like, hold on. I was like, they got some alright tunes on that Black Panther album. But I was like, bro, that Wakanda shit is just like, that's lame. Because the thing is, it's like, even Africa in general, like, how has that been working out? Where's the Africa must be free in 1983? How did that work out? Africa ain't free for shit, man. Like, what's his name was in Africa, but Libya's in Africa. Yeah. Libya got rape up, bro. One, bro. About fucking Africa must be free. All the Africa spirit, that's lame, man. Yeah, man. That's but the thing is that goes back to like the beginnings of our people, man. We blew up in Egypt, man. In Africa. But what? They just put us in bondage. There's ain't nothing too special about no Africa, man. It's a love affair, man, that Jake has.
Same thing that Jake always do. Go into an empire, build that shit up. Free slave labor.
This is Jeremiah 2 and 18. Well, I'm gonna start from 14 and skip down. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Yeah, you got a lot of Jakes now thinking they're just basically a slave. And that's because Jake's been in bondage a hell of a long time, man. That brain's all kinds of done, man. That Stockholm syndrome, everything. Because like, the thing is, that's what happens with slavery, man. That's why you have like them guys that keep women in their basement and like rape them every day. After about fucking 3 years, they're like they can leave the door unlocked.
Yeah.
It's like in Game of Thrones, man, when Ramsay had he gave after he fucked him up, took his fingers off, chopped his rod off, all that. Man gave him the cutthroat razor and had him shaved. Man was there, eyes closed. Man shaved him perfect. I'm like, hey, that's the level of servitude Jake's under now. It's so cool. I mean, you got people coming saying, but now it's like Esau, as Edomites that came up with goddamn Wakanda, man. Esau giving you something to feel like, oh, revolutionary.
It's like they give the illusion of the door being open, like as if you can make it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
they give you the illusion, and then Jake suddenly start thinking, oh, you know,
yeah, well, they get the 1-2 sellouts, and they're there. It's like, oh, anyone can. You try hard enough.
You could be like Jay-Z.
Yeah, they have Cardi B. She's a goddamn a fucking ex-stripper. Got the #1 single in the fucking US.
They had, you know, the show MTV Cribs. I was watching one interview with Redman, and he said, oh yeah, they basically wanted to, they told Redman to rent out a nice plush apartment to give off that, like, you know, he's doing good and everything great. He was like, no, fuck that. They just bring him to his apartment, and his apartment was all that. So then they pushed that agenda of like, oh look, all these sellouts, these guys are selling out to Esau. Oh look how they're living plush, but they're renting out those fucking mansions.
Yeah.
It's not even like that. The sellout ain't even like that.
It's like, what's his name, what was it? Was it Holyfield? Holyfield, man. He had to sell,
expensive
he had that legendary house. He had to sell that shit. That nigga's he's got a job now. He's working for someone, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. He's working. He set up an organization with some white geezer, you know, giving out towels and sacks of rice to starving Africans, man.
I have a precept. Well, it's in the same bit because you know when you're talking about Jake being in that Egypt spirit and Africa and all of that shit. I got a precept. It says, and now, what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt? To drink the waters of Sihon. You know?
Yeah. Hey, that's Jake is fully drinking the waters, man.
Getting down, man.
If for people all of a sudden, as soon as Wakanda came out, everyone's like that dusty daishiki. That's been in a box. That shit's not, it wasn't even in the wardrobe, behind the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Man had to like stretch behind the wardrobe, get that dusty daishiki out, and put it on. A man just doing this, bear this. Black fist of power. Bro, what? I'm like, what?
And combing out the
Combing out there, yeah, man grew out the 2-week afro, man. Man was like, I ain't getting a haircut this week. The 2-week afro.
This from Wakanda.
They love us from Wakanda. I asked one girl at work, I said, did you watch Black Panther? She was like, twice. She was so happy, man.
The thing is that movie, man. Hey, people watch, but are they gonna watch? Okay, cool, you watch some Wakanda, but are you gonna watch Goodbye Uncle Tom?
Oh, you know what? I was gonna say that. There's a Jake. I showed that Salaki in uni, He couldn't watch. He watched 10 minutes. 10 minutes and said, no, I can't watch this. He just left out the room, man. Jake I was living with him.
Yeah, that's the real.
Yeah.
Cause the thing is some Wakanda, that shit, that is just fluff.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, okay, cause the thing is there is no secret, super technologically advanced nation like cloaked in the middle of Africa, man. That don't exist.
In it.
But guess what? Hey, slavery did happen.
It's funny. The people in Goodbye Uncle Tom, their parents were in slavery, man.
Yeah.
You know? They probably got like a grandmother. That film was like, what, the 70s, isn't it? Yeah, so they probably got like a grandmother whose parents were in slavery, man.
Yeah.
You know? But when it comes to that film, you have got people, I ain't trying to watch that. But then the techno film, city in some deep depths of Africa, it comes somehow gives you backbone.
Yeah, because the thing is hey, when you actually understand that your old nigga was in hardcore bondage, and that's picking cotton, doing all that. That's why even like 12 years a slave, like, bro, that shit, they said they put some, I had the scene where man was whipping the guy back, put the fluff in there.
Yeah.
Hey, and the thing is they have like, the so-called happy ending. Hey, so, that guy only spent 12 years in slavery. He was up in the north. He was meant to be living good.
Yeah.
But hey, man, the thing is, the truth is hundreds of millions of James. We're still getting fucked up.
And even though what they said it's like a 12 years thing. Well, my had us in slavery for 16 years, I believe it was. They're still going to pay for that. 18 years. Slovakia. They're going to pay for that, man. Touch not this.
Yeah.
Bro, I put my hand, man.
And you don't have to go into like all time periods in planet Earth during the time period of judges, during up onto like all the empires that existed. Every nation at one point in time had us in slavery. Assyria from Babylon, the Persians and Medes, you know, on down. Time period of judges, you're going from here to here. Every nation had us, man.
Yeah. So hey, they all got to pay.
That's it.
And the thing is that's that bondage. How you gonna forget that, man? It says prepare yourself to do search of your fathers, man. Yeah. You gotta know where you came from, man. Know what peoples you is, man. Because otherwise, hey, then you're gonna be all kinds of fruit, man. That's why you got these specimens, these fucking specimens. You got these black chimpanzees roaming around, not knowing what the fuck's going on, man.
This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Yeah, that's it, man. Our people, they don't want to deal with. Hey, the thing is Jacob, you know, they're trying to raise up and blah. And the stupidest thing about that goddamn Wakanda is like the solution is meant to be, just get a seat in the UN, man. It's all good. Once you get that seat in the UN, it's like all your problems go away. That is just completely false, man. That's BS. Because Ghana's got a fucking seat in the goddamn in the UN. Ain't what
Gold Coast.
Yeah, Gold Coast.
Yeah.
That's all that ain't. It's BS. That's just basically just keep Jake in that asleep slate, man. That sleeping lion, man.
Lord said they ain't gonna meet us as a man. Lord ain't gonna come back and sit in no UN meetings.
It's not gonna be like Moses, let my people go. Yeah. It's just gonna be straight plague. The plagues are already gonna come to pass.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be straight fire, blazing fire.
Lord ain't gonna come back and park his chariot in a bus. And buy some flats in Tottenham somewhere.
Renovate some flats.
And sort it out. So he ain't gonna do that, man.
Turn it into a fucking embassy.
Yeah, man, he ain't gonna do
that. Right. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not ladies, I'm gonna read that again. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, America's trying to be, basically trying to just rule forever, man. Get that eternal king. That ain't gonna come to pass, man. Because the thing is, first of all, it's like with all these kingdoms, the reason they went down is because they were going to fuck off, man.
Yep.
These guys, why did, Sodom and Gomorrah, man? Why did them guys get wiped the fuck out, man? They were going to fuck off. And it's an example. That's one of the many examples, man. The Lord put hella examples out there of kingdoms like, them Babylonians, man. The pride of, what's his name, Nebuchadnezzar. That guy had to get fucking zapped and sent into the woods, eating grass because of his pride, man. And because he was going to fuck off. Man, the Lord sets up kingdoms, and he's the one who has to get raised up for a period of time. And then gets them wiped out, man.
Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as...
That's it. Hey, the so-called white man is basically he's trying to take the seat of the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. He's trying to be the ultimate power on the earth. But what the fuck, man? Surely the so-called white man's gonna understand. He's just a man, man.
Yeah. He's trying to come up with these different facets.
Yeah, the thing is even with like spiritual power, this guy is basically trying to bootleg it either through the technology side of like all this robots, like cyborg implantables, all these different like even with the super soldier thing, they've been doing that for time. Like even Manchurian Candidate, they did the remake with what the fuck's his name, with Denzel Washington in like 2004. But the original was like I think in the 60s. 50s or 60s, man. They did it as a black and white, like the original Manchurian Candidate. So that thing, trying to find super soldiers and the mind control, all these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Esau's been looking into them things, man. Esau's been trying to get onto
Transhumanism.
that. Yeah, transhumanism. That all
Eternal life.
Yeah,
basically.
that eternal life. That's get out. That's they've been looking into these things for a goodly time, man.
Yep.
Even what you call altered carbon, man. Getting them stacks, them sleeves. You know that old man said what it was alien technology to let them live forever, and that's what these elites want. These elites want that endless kid. They want to be basically in the fullness of their strength eternally. But hey, the Lord, the thing is, they know as well. The Lord had that unlocked because what you look at how long Noah's living, how long Shem's, Methuselah's, all kind of man them's living 900 pluses. Hey, these men know these things are possible. They're just trying to unlock it. But hey, the Lord's got the keys, man. He created the keys.
These guys are getting 6 heart transplants.
Yeah, all kind of heart transplants.
I've got a preset.
It's the Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
Yeah, that's it. The inward thought of all of them is deep. Hey, this guy, Esau's getting into shit. He's able to have certain breakdowns. That's why he can you know, even with what was I thinking? Fucking like GMOs, man, genetically modifying things. He's able to affect certain things. Even like nuclear technologies, the nukes. Hey, the Lord's had him get certain things, but he's not been given the keys to everything, man. You know, this guy ain't able to levitate yet. Well, some of them witches can. But,
Even Hawking, man. Hey, man.
yeah, the Lord's
Yeah, come out, man.
Yeah, that guy saying like there is no God. But what does the scripture say? What the fool has said? The fool has said in his heart.
Yep.
That guy's a fool, man. They're saying it's like, you know, he transcended
he's so
humanity to break down ultimate theories, nigga. Come on, man. He ain't break down shit.
That's right.
Verse 8. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah, that's it. I shall not sit as a widow. He's also trying to basically just have it on everything on lock, man. And it's you can tell that all with carbon. It's like those guys, what they call them, meths? Was it meths? The guys who are living in a high society. I think they're called meths, man. Like the guys on the top, the upper crust, I'll say. Them guys were living good, man. They had their kids. Hey, they had their kids. Everyone was just living that eternal life. Any sensual pleasure they wanted, they'll get it, man. This guy was fucking choking out hookers just for the heck of it, man. And that's how some of these Edomites are freaks. Well, that's in what's that film called, man? Shit. Eyes Wide Shut. That's it.
Yeah.
My brain's fucking running hella slow. Eyes Wide Shut. They had like the bitch died. The one that got Tom Cruise out of there. She was like, stop! And then that bitch wind up fucking getting choked out.
Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, his soul's not upright, man. Hey, that's the thing is like, hey, when Jake gets a rule, man, what do they do, man? Look, man, Jake takes it easy, man.
Yeah,
you
man.
watch even the Tudors, man. That Reese Myers, my man, Henry VIII. What was it? It was just fucking bitches, you know, warmongering from time to time, drinking fine wines, enjoying enjoying life, man.
Yeah.
He still gets a rule. He wants, okay, this guy's gonna go out of his way to just fuck someone's life up.
Yeah.
It says, hey, there's some of them that can't sleep until they do some wickedness.
Yeah.
This guy's like had a normal day. He's gonna be asleep, tossing and turning. And he's gonna be like, okay, give me a whip. He's gonna go out in the street and find a beggar. He's gonna fucking Jason Bateman, American Psycho, murder some beggar, man. To look at you, you know you smell. You're dirty. You're filth. And then chucking money on him, and then killing the nigga. Hey,
Popping his dead corpse.
Let's go. You got preset. Oh yeah, go.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, all them terrorists, all the things Esau's trying to run from, especially in this society, man. These guys are fucking at ease, man. In London, people are fucking asleep, man. Just because, you know, the daily grind of life has ground them down to where they're not even people anymore, man. The thing is, you go on the news. Yeah, the thing is when you actually pay attention to what's going on, people are getting annihilated non-stop, man. There's certain fucking it's like with what Boko Haram in Nigeria. That shit you heard about for a week, and it's like, okay, then they just forgot about it. But hey, people are still getting wiped out and kidnapped and all that shit. In the Middle East, Yemen. You don't even hear about Yemen on the news, man. All you hear is, oh, okay, Saudi Arabia bought a bunch of F-16s from the UK government. Amazing. But hey, yeah, Yemen, them guys getting fucked up. There's a reason all these guys are leaving their fucking country. These guys are like, I don't really want to leave my home. But fuck it. Guys in East Africa, man. What Esau planted that shit, man. You go there, it's like a lot of. Remember watching a documentary on like Eritrea. A lot of like the leftover infrastructure is just shit Esau built up in like the 60s and 70s, and then now after they left, that it's done. There's no money there. There's all the tanks from the war. They're just left over. All that shit. It's like, hey, once Esau lost the interest, they plundered everything, all the things are worth, and then just left it in disrepair.
It's Habakkuk 2 and 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land and of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
I think all three brought out Habakkuk chapter 2, like different verses,
yeah.
Because you were like verse 5 and 6, probably brought out verse 4 and probably verse 8. It's funny as hell.
Spirit.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, that's hey, all that violence and men's blood, that's gonna be recompensed on America, man, and on Europe as well. Because hey, a lot of these guys are sitting down saying, okay, UN resolution, we are gonna have airstrikes and blah blah blah. Hey man, you just saying that, you might say, okay, airstrikes. But that's people's houses and kids getting blown up, man. They're gonna have a grudge about that shit. A reasonable grudge. Anyway, bro, if you go and blow up a guy's family, what the fuck do you expect him to just be like, well, you know, like, well, Assad is an evil dictator, so, you know, it's actually, I just accept. It's like, you know, I forgive. You know when you get them stupid murderers, and then, like, the woman comes out, like, they murdered his son. Yeah. It's like, look, I forgive you. The mum's that I forgive. That is not gonna happen. Ain't no one gonna be contented with no, I forgive you, man. Go on, bro.
Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
That's it. And it's funny because a lot of the warmongering has been going on in the Middle East, and that's the main place the Lord's gonna have World War III kicking off, man. Because you got a lot, a lot of a lot of the skirmishing in the Middle East, and even like you go back back during the old Cold War, like fucking Afghanistan had the war with Russia and now war with America. All kinds of nations like coming up in there. France, Italy, all these different places sending troops. Hey, that's the Lord's gonna have it be the main center point, the main focus, man. And it is gonna go nuclear. And that's beautiful, because hey, that recompense the balance needs to be made, man. Balance needs to be made. Right, go on.
Back in Isaiah 47. It shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries.
They'll come upon you in their perfection. That means, hey, that loss of children with it, all them terrors that the rest of the world's been experiencing. Hey, it's gonna come out here as well in perfection, man. Hey, that means that's gonna be terrible, because that's the Lord. Hey, the Lord's the king of terrors. You read about in Solomon 18 about what was going down in Egypt when the plagues came. Them guys were getting fucking messed up, man.
Yeah.
So, the Lord's gonna have that come over here. And the thing is this is gonna be a judgment on a level beyond anything ever seen. So, that means the Lord's gonna have it where these guys are gonna be getting fucking absolutely, and they're gonna be getting messed up out here, man. Hey, that's beautiful. God.
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Such a beautiful dream.
For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
Yeah, the great what is it? The enchantments, man. That witchcraft. Because that left-hand side, Esau's been feeding into that, and that's a big part, man, of how he maintains his rule. He's them sorceries. That dictates a lot of how this guy plans out his actions. And that's why that's why they have so many of these like missing kids, these paedophile rings, all these different often perverse things. That's because Esau needs that's the shit he uses to perform his witchcraft, man. He said what the highest form of witchcraft is popping a little boy up his anus.
Yeah.
That's the highest form of witchcraft. That means they need a bigger. These guys want to make big things happen. They need a lot of little boys, man. But then they'll they'll make a scapegoat out of like one coach or like one foster care system or one thing. But hey, it's like the BBC the whole BBC was down. They said, oh, Jimmy Savile after he dropped dead, but the whole BBC was down. They said those reports, hella police knew all about what was going down. That means that, hey, that's institutional, man.
He says, thou hast said, none seeth me.